It's time for Tips Over Tea with Renu Mehra. The question for today comes from Renu Chakrabarti. She writes, I'm a young professional in the education field and my work demands me to dress in sarees. I actually enjoy wearing them. Please could you give us a few tips on sarees for professional wear? Renu, 6 yards of fabric can create magic anywhere, whether socially or professionally. But we need to understand the difference between social dressing and professional dressing, especially where sarees are concerned. First thing that you've got to keep in mind is the kind of fabric that you choose. So when going for work in an educational field, I suggest that you do not pick up fabrics which are extremely transparent, chiffons, which are slightly see-through, or even organzas, because these fabrics require a lot of controlling all the time. You need to keep fixing your sari every now and then. The rule in professionalism says that the more you expose, the lower you go on authority. And definitely, the outline of your body should never be the center of attraction. Let your sari be the center of attraction. So 2 things, do not choose transparent fabrics and even organzas which fluff up and require a lot of managing, which does not prove that you are in control. The next thing you can do is invest in some kind of fabrics which are slightly translucent or even opaque. Handloom works very well, and you can see these kind of sarees are easy to manage, they are not transparent, and they leave your hands free to work the way you want to. Another thing you could avoid when picking up sarees is to avoid bling to work. All these blingy sarees are meant for social do's. Please, you can wear them for a particular occasion like Diwali or some kind of an occasion in school, but as a regular thing, just because you love that sari does not mean that's the correct thing to wear to work. The next thing you must understand is the kind of patterns you invest in. Definitely, I've been speaking about it for many weeks now, that geometrical patterns always stand out and look more authoritative, and use them on a day when you want to show your authority. You can wear florals, but choose florals which are in neutral colors and do not necessarily stand out as transparent bunch of flowers. So the choice is yours. Remember, the message coming from both of them is completely different. So choose the occasion and then decide what you want to wear. The third important thing is, what kind of blouses do you want to wear? Now, you are a young professional and I'm sure you must be having some of these blouses which are strappy or even a halter, but these have no place in the professional arena. Even if you have the most beautiful arms or a lovely tattoo at your back, still you do not wear such blouses to work. You can choose to take a small collar. It definitely adds, even a small collar like what I am wearing, adds to your authority in the education field. You can choose to wear slightly longer blouses if you want, full sleeved, half sleeved. You can see it's got a little square neck and they cover you up beautifully. A slit on the slide which allows you to drape your pallu whichever way you want. So you can get a few neutral blouses done like this one, which can be teamed up with many sarees. Last but not the least is the way you team up or you layer a sari. To make any sari look more authoritative, you can add a layer on top. Over here, I've teamed it up with a Nehru jacket. You can see just wearing a Nehru jacket on top is doing so much more for the authority. So one of the options you have is to team it up with a Nehru jacket. You can even use a simple shrug. Any shrug. This shrug is really light And if I turn around, it's got lace at the back. But even a simple shrug like that is adding miles and miles to the authority of the sari. So try pairing it up with a shrug or even a Nehru jacket. Last of all, you can use a proper blazer or a jacket matching with your sari and tuck your pallu in well, and believe me, you're good to go for any meeting and you can challenge anyone on authority that day. So I hope all these tips are going to be useful for you when you choose your next sari. And with that, my dear friends, Tips Over Tea is going to take a sabbatical. Thank you so much for being with us these last few months. The kind of love and appreciation that you have given us has left us overwhelmed and truly humbled. But that does not mean you stop writing to us. We look forward to your messages on renu@renumehraimageconsulting.com. Just keep them going because we are coming up with new and exciting programs. Till we meet again on our next program, take good care of yourself.